He's super resilient.
He is a leader.
He's a man of integrity.
Shooting form, beautiful.
Super coachable.
He is a hard worker.
IQ is on 1,000.
Always ready for action.
Ian Lee is elite.
In 200 feet at the traffic circle, take the first exit onto Maryland 450 West.
Legend. What's up, man? No problem, man. Eric, Tyler Pong. How you doing? How you doing, Coach? Good to meet you. Eric, by the way.
He was maybe 4 feet tall or maybe 3 feet tall. You know what I mean? He was a little kid. They said, we brought him to you because we heard you're the guy. They were recommended to me by Jay Triano. I looked at him and I said, okay, let's see what we do. Let's see how we, let's go through it.
Coach Rowe introduced me to him. And when I was looking at the floor, it was just noticeable that this one kid who was obviously non-black was just destroying everybody on the floor in practice and just killing it.
First day he walked in here, he showed no fear. He got into the games, very talkative, very friendly, always showed the leadership. That's one thing I always remember about him. I always looked at him as a point guard because he showed that leadership skill.
Oh, you were?
I just got back. Over Burr. Okay.
Looks like it has history.
It has a lot of history. This place, I've been here for games before in the past. It's loud and it really rocks. Dre, come here, man. Come meet some folks.
What's going on?
This is Ian Lee. This is the great Roe Russell. How you doing? And when I say that, I don't say that lightly. For the most part, all the young Canadian dudes that are in the league now came from this program. I was watching the game, and there might have been like literally 4 players from his program playing on both teams. And I just tweeted out, I said, man, this dude needs to be in the Hall of Fame. And not like the Canadian Hall of Fame, not like, he needs to be in the Naismith Hall of Fame for his contribution to the game.
He's a leader, he's a general on the floor, which is important. And the point guard is like a quarterback in football. Everything works around the point guard.
It shows that it doesn't matter where you're from, your socioeconomics, your skill level, your body size, your speed, that all, if you put the time in, you put those 10,000 hours in, which he's probably done more times too, and you can get wherever you want to go.
Their favorite player, but I watch Kyrie. If I was gonna watch a highlight, I was gonna watch Kyrie.
You either watch somebody in a full game, like one player in a full game.
Like raw, like full game. I watch Dame. I watch Damian for sure. Damian just cold. He different.
So you like him versus the Warriors right now? You think he's gonna get them over the hump without KD? You think
definitely.
without KD can they beat the Warriors?
Nah, I want to, but definitely not. Man, I think he's gone.
Think he's gone?
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Like,
Don't say
he's
that.
definitely gone.
Where's the pop?
He going. Like, why don't? He going home.
He going back to LA?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I, did my research and found a school, Don Prep in Cincinnati, that I knew the coach from previous years when he was in college, and he's someone I trusted, and I would be able to send Ian there for the rest of the year, and they needed another point guard and someone that could shoot it. So when I sent him there, it was almost like a relief, because it's like all that tough times that you had to go through and overcome. Now you're at a place where you're playing most of the game, you're playing comfortably, the coach is rooting for you.
I thought like you come in, you gotta get adjusted, but by the second game already, I'm already adjusted. I'm meshing with my teammates, like Coach Tammy knows how to use me.
The kid get here and right away. Shooting form, beautiful. Understanding the game of basketball. IQ is on 1,000. Even before he got over here, they sent the transcripts, ACC scores. The kid got a 1380 on the SATs. He about to go to Ivy League type team.
We have to find the certain pieces to bring this thing all together. And in doing that, we need guys that are really, really smart. Guys with high basketball IQs, and both of you guys have that. You're so crafty, so good with the ball. You make players better, you make shots. You just, those are the things that our program is going to need.
Then you go into a different place for the first time. You live in there, so all you do is eat, sleep, ball. So yeah, you go to prep, you just got to make the most of it, your opportunity.
Through prep school, he learned how to be tough through all the winnings and losings of the basketball games. The prep school taught him lots of life in general and how to stay focused and train hard, and there's nothing handed over to him, and he went through a lot of obstacles and he overcome himself.
To me, as a coach, if you get a kid like that, high IQ, understand all levels on the game, offense and defense, a pretty, beautiful shot, know the plays from 1 to 5. I mean, what else can you ask for a kid,
You could see it. He's a man now. Like, I would have never thought that he would have put on so much size, and that's the first thing I saw. I said, you could see that he's not also just working on his game. He's working on his body to prepare him for the next level.
Guys would go at Ian and test him out all the time, and I think the good part about Ian is you can't break him down. It doesn't matter. Ian has shown that by playing in the U.S., by playing against the best competition in Canada, by playing against the top elite point guards, that he's able to handle the day-to-day grind of being a point guard.
Many times we hit the brick wall. Coach Rowe is like the person who will tear down the bricks piece by piece and have for us to walk through. Without him, we seem to have no spine and be able to strong enough to conquer this process.
That's funny. That's gotta be in. Oh. I was just praying for something.
Oh, where's it?
Right there.
Right here?
I gave you 10. This with us. Yep, that's mine. All right, you're gonna keep dunking it. Oh my God.
All right, everybody get a letter, man. He just want everybody to get a letter because
I'll take it. I'll take the letter then.
His mother, Dawn, was like at another level. Over the years I've been doing this, she was so dedicated. Dawn will be a friend for life. She'll be someone that we speak to even when all this is all over. She was like one of the most dedicated parents I've ever dealt with.
My mom's been a huge part of this process. She's my #1 supporter. She's been there obviously since day one. I was a little kid. Like, the sacrifices she's made, it's like second to none, and like without her, obviously none of this would have been possible, and I wouldn't be where I am today, and I'm just really thankful for that.
Throughout this whole process, it's not possible, it's impossible without the big help of Universal Hoops, Ravon Russell. He plays a silent big part in all of this. He's a perfectionist. He acts appropriately in every situation. He loves what he does. He would drive hours just to shoot 1 game, 2 games, and to be able to get the shots in. His understanding of the game makes his videotape and his clips much more proven of what's advantage, disadvantage of the player, and the showcase of the player.
Only because I'm after. That's awesome. That looks so easy. W. Yeah. W. Easy W. Oh. All right, dog. All right, my boy. I see you. Yep.
That's why we're doing this. We know you're a man of integrity.
Got it. All right, bro. You bet. Yep. We'll see you soon. All right.
And being the first Canadian Chinese going to D1 at Howard University, there are a lot more challenges and a lot more for him to learn, to improve faster, jump higher, stronger, better shooting. And all of these are is the next challenge, and I'm sure at Howard University they will bring him and take him to that level.